Hello everyone, my name is Edward Amako and I'm so much grateful and glad to welcome you to my YouTube channel. It's been a while that I upload a video on this particular channel. I'm really sorry for that. So in this video I'm going to make it real quick. I'm going to show you on how to design a very simple church flyer design like what you see on your screen. Very amazing and catchy church flyer design. And so please don't forget that I will leave a link in the video description to have access to the resources, the 3D, and then also the images, the fonts, any other things that you need to make this design possible. So without wasting my time, let's start. So guys, welcome. So in this design, one thing that I want you to notice is your size. The size of the design is very important also. So let's start by creating a new document. So if you have opened your Photoshop for the first time, just come to create new or file and then come to new. The short form is Ctrl N, and then we are going to change the unit to pixels. Okay, then let's name this as all night, and then we are changing the width to 2979 and then the height to 1850. So check the size very well. Resolution, we are leaving it to 300. We are designing in RGB simply because we are not printing them, but if you are printing, I will urge you to use CMYK because CMYK colors are good for printing. But if you are using it for just social media, RGB is perfectly good for you. So when you are done with your presets, I think any other thing is okay. So you go ahead and click create, and then here you go. So once you have your size or your document, I will please urge you to activate your ruler by pressing on Ctrl R on the keyboard, Ctrl R, or come to view and then come to ruler here. The short form is Ctrl R. So let me bring this one here and then this two also here, and this is to guide us for us to get neat work. Okay, that is very important. Okay, good. Then we are going to add a gradient color by come to your layer adjustment here and then come to gradient and then open the gradient. So once this gradient pop up, you see the colors are two. One is for the main color and one is the, so click here and then come to any of your basics. If you are somebody that is new to this channel, just come to your basics and then choose either this color or the black and white, and then I'm going to give you the color code. So just click on this and then come to the black aspect and then come down here and put in the color code that I'm going to give you. Okay, good. So I have saved my color, so I'm just going to give you the color code. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the first one. It is 8F016C, 8F016C, and then the second one is 30003A, 30003A. When you put in this, go ahead, you can also save the gradient. As you can see here, all these colors have been saved by clicking on the new. Once you click on this new, the color has been added here for you. When you are done, click OK. Then make sure that your style is on linear and then change the angle to -60. That is very important. Make sure your angle is -60. When you are done, go ahead and click OK. Once you click OK, we are going to add another image to spice up our background. So let's go to our resources. I'm going to give you this particular resources. Drag it and bring it onto Photoshop, or better still, for you to bring in an image to Photoshop, what you have to do is come to the file here and then go to place embedded. So let's wait for this image to finish loading, and then you click on any of these any of the edges, and then you scale it out to fill out the entire space. Double click to accept. That is what we want. Once you are done, change from the normal here to multiply, okay, and then you can reduce the opacity to either 60 or 70. I think 70 is okay. Then when you are done, I would like you to group these two background by pressing click, select the first one, press on Control, select the second one, which is the gradient, and then press on Control Gen. Control Gen means to group. Double click here, okay, just double click it, and then you can name it as background. That is very, very important. Okay, then you can lock it. Click here to lock it, this lock. So once you click, it is locked. So in the next design over here, we are going to learn how to bring in this 3D text, how you can bring in any other text, and also your images, and then we are good to go. So guys, in this section we are bringing in the text and any other important thing. So I would want us to bring in this ruler to the 55 here, so that this place is going to be the text, and then let me bring it somewhere here. So this place is going to be the text, and then here is going to be the image. Okay, I have the resources, especially the November prophetic all night here for you. So just bring it, drag it, and bring it to Photoshop, and then here we go. Let me bring it somewhere here. Perfectly okay. So I like it this way. I can reduce it. Now somebody will wonder, how did I get the 3D text? So this is what I would do. I'm going to give you this particular 3D text. Okay, all these are called 3D text. So just open it up. I'm going to give you the golden 3D golden text. Open it. Let's allow it to load. Okay, so this is the golden text that I'm going to give it to you. It is mockup. So what you have to do is come to where it says place your design or your design here. Click on this thumbnail, double click it, and then you can edit the text over there. I'm going to give you the font, or you can even search for your own font. It does not necessarily mean you are to use my own font for your work as well. Okay, but if you want to send it to me, no problem, you can send it. So you can double click this and then change the text and then make it your own text. So either you want to write prophetic, or let me say November prophetic. Okay, November prophetic all night. So I'll click it and bring it somewhere here. So let me position it. You can even change the text, okay, or the font. Now how do you do that? Now I've made mention that anytime you are dealing with text in Photoshop, come to window and then activate this character. Okay, this character helps you to have chance by changing the font. So let's change the font here. Okay, so let me give you this font, Bison. There's this font called Bison. Okay, so I'm going to change it to this particular font. It does not mean that you also have to use it. I mean, I'm just using it for this tutorial sake. So when you are done and you think you are okay, then you come and close it here. Come and close this. It says save changes to Adobe Photoshop document. So click yes, and then within some few minutes it is going to convert it to 3D text for you. All right, so let's wait some few minutes. It will be converted to the 3D text, or it will be placed in the 3D text, and there you go. So that is it. This looks absolutely beautiful. And then when you are done, let me bring it this character somewhere here. So let me bring the character here. Good. So once you have it like this, already don't forget that it is transparent. The background, you can see that it is transparent, so you can go ahead and save this work. So come to file and then come to export, and then go to export, quick export as PNG. So click on that and it is going to save it in PNG for you. Then you have to direct it whether you want to save it to desktop or any other place that you want to save it. Then you can name it, or you want to leave it like that, you can leave it, and then you save your work. And when you are done with it, you can bring it to your Photoshop, your main work, and then you do it. I believe you understand. So if you look at my work, you could see that my font is different from the 3D font that I had here. Okay, so anyhow you want it, you can just go ahead and then use it. Or better still, we can delete this and then use the one that we just saved. So please make sure that you follow this video very well. Alright guys, so right now that you have your 3D text, let's go ahead and continue with our work. So let's bring in this particular rectangle white here, which will help us to write our social media handles. Then so select your shape tool, how to draw shape. So come to the shape tool here. Okay, so once you select, you can right click it and pick any of the shapes that you want. Okay, so we want rectangle, select the rectangle. Then any tool that you select over here has another sub tools, or what we call the option bar over here. So come to the fill, so it as it is named here, so it says shape. So come to the fill, click on it, and then come to this side, the color here, click on that, and then you can change the color. You can click on any parts to change it, but we want white, so just click it, hold and drag it to the corner here. Okay, we want the corner, or come to the color code and put in FFF, that is white. Click OK, then come and draw your shape tool, just hold it and then draw it. So here we go, you have something like this. We don't need, now anytime you draw any shape, this properties is going to pop up, this particular panel. We don't need it. Click this arrow for it to hide, and then there you go. I think this is beautiful. This is what we go. So the next thing is, let's activate our text tool. So go and select your text, the T here. Once you select your text, I made mention in the previous earlier that anytime you are dealing with text, make sure that you have what we call the character, and the character is what we have over here. So bring it out. Okay, then let's change it to white. You can pick it from here, just pick the color white, click OK. Then we are using the same font, which is the Bison. Okay, then come here, you see the what we call the AA here, click it and select, change it to auto, and then change this one to somehow 16, and then we are going to change this one to, you can check it, prayers, prophecies, miracles. Let's do that. Prayers, prophecies, and then miracles. There we go. And then you click on this check mark here, that is to tell Photoshop that you accept it. And then come and select your move tool. You see, anytime you are using Photoshop, you have to take your time very well, or else you get confused in the long run. So click the the move tool, and then now we want to position it, stretch it out so that, and then bring it up a little bit so that they are all in line with the November prophetic all night. So let me shift the ruler up. I can see it is too much, and then let me bring it up a little bit, which is okay. Let me shift this one up. Then we are going to copy this particular text again. Alright, so what you have to do is press on Ctrl J to duplicate or copy, bring it here, and then this is going to be our date and time. So you can check here, Friday 3rd November, the time is 10. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, so let's change the font. The font that we are going to use is Akira expanded. That's what we are going to use. And then the size, let's change it to somehow 10. If possible, we can even change the size. Then press on Ctrl plus to zoom in so that you see what you are doing. Ctrl plus again to zoom in. So now we can see it clearly. So this, we double click, then this is going to be Friday, then you go down, this is going to be 3rd November, okay, 2023, and then the time is 10 p.m. and then we are going to align the date and then the time. How do we do that? Press or select everything here, and then come to your text here. We have alignment to the left, to the middle, and to the right. Align it to the right. When you are done, come and click this to accept the check mark, and then position it somewhere here. Let's increase it to something like 12, which is not bad, which I like it. And then now what is left for us is to bring in the the venue, Miracle Hall International Center for Prayer, 144A High Street, Austin. Okay, so I'm going to fast forward this particular side. Okay, so just take your time. Now this is what you do, because I wanted the venue to stand out. I went to pick my text shape tool, so select the shape tool, make sure that you click on the fill color, then come and click on this red line here. That means that we don't need the color, so click it. We don't need, but we need the stroke of white. Come and click it here. This, come and select the recent color, pick the white, and then change the stroke size to let's say 5, which is okay. And then now you can go ahead and draw your shape very nicely. So let me draw it neatly here. So that is it, I'm done. Then go ahead and click on move tool, and then say that anytime you draw your shape tool, this properties normally pops up. So let's click on the dates and then copy, Ctrl J. Okay, then double click this, and this is going to be the venue, Miracle. I'm going to fast forward this place, Miracle Hall. So when you are done typing, we are going to use this particular font called Monstrat. Okay, so Monstrat, and then with the Monstrat, I'm using the regular. Then change the size to 10. I want the size to fix in the, so let's change it to 8 and see, which I think so. So let's pick 6, which I think is okay. So let me pick 7, or you can just hold it and then expand. Okay, good. So let me select the rectangle 2. Now I can see the stroke is the 5 that I picked. So if you want to change it, come and select the rectangle, and then come and select the shape tool, and then now you can go ahead and change the size. So let's pick 3, which is okay. All right, so let's pick the shape tool again and then expand it so that we have a clear look at it. So I think this is absolutely okay for me. Then the regular is not that deep, so I want to pick semi bold, which is okay. All right, good. Then I'm going to align. So alignment is very, very important in designing. So select your Miracle, select your rectangular 2, select your rectangular 1, which is not parts, select the Friday, select the prayer, and then select the 3D, and then align them here. Align them at the center, just as we have here. Okay, so let me bring in this rectangular. What I mean is the down one. This white rectangle is here. Drag it and bring it on top of the background. Okay, good. And then let me click on this, the canvas, and press on Ctrl 0 so that I'll have the full view. This is what I have, and that is it. So I'm going to do some small changes here. Click on the rectangular 2, rasterize it. Okay, how do you rasterize? By right click it and then rasterize, then Ctrl plus to zoom in. Let me position it here. Come and select my rectangular mortgage tool. Then I'm going to cut some parts. I'm going to cut this edge. Okay, and then I'm going to cut this particular edge as well. So I have something like this, which sounds, very good. And then I'm going to increase the size of the date in order for me to get something like this. Then let me select the Miracle, select this, and align them again. Absolutely beautiful. So this is what I have. Okay, so on this particular shape, which is the white one, is going to be the live Facebook Live, International Center for Prayer, their Facebook Live. Then how do we do that? I'm going to give you this particular PNG. I'll show you where I downloaded them as well. So go to my PNG. I'll give you all the resources, so you don't need to worry. Okay, I'll give you all the resources. So I'm using this particular one. So let me bring it, drag it onto Photoshop. Okay, and then let me reduce the size, which is too big. So let me reduce the size to absolutely beautiful. Then I'm going to copy this, Ctrl J, bring it here. Because the color is white, let's change it to black so that you have a look at it. And this is going to be the International Prayer Center, International Center for Prayer. Okay, so that is the Facebook. And then let me pick the size of 8. Very good. And then let me position it here. Now I want to change the expanded to Masrat. Okay, and then with the Masrat, I'm going to need for the bold, let's pick 9 to be the size. Let's pick 9, which I think is okay. Then let's reduce this, the Facebook Live, let's reduce this and then position it very well. And then let me bring at here, at, yes, so that it will be like you are streaming it live over there. And then this is going to be the YouTube and then the Instagram icon ICP. Okay, so that one too, we are going to copy this, and this is going to be at ICP, and that is going to be the YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to give you all these, so YouTube and then Instagram, sorry. So let me bring it onto Photoshop. Okay, then let me bring it here. Absolutely beautiful. Let me zoom in and then position this. You have to take your time. Okay, so I think this is okay. Accept it and then reduce this as well. Bring it somewhere here. Okay, this looks beautiful. And then let me select the two and then align this. So one is bigger than the other, so let me reduce the Facebook a little bit and then accept it, bring it somewhere close. Good. This look beautiful. So I'm going to align the ICP and then the two icons and then align them here. Then let me group them. Okay, and then let me select the at ICP and then the Facebook Live and then also align them. So I have two, so let me bring this up a little bit. Okay, and then let me bring this yes, the line. And then the last one is where you are going to put in for more enquiries. That is what we are going to do. So go in for your rectangular tool and draw your rectangle. Very nice. Bring it somewhere here. Then go to your move tool and then this rectangle, come to the FX, go to gradient, and then we are going to give it a gradient color. And the gradient color that we are going to give it is the same gradient color that we use for the background. So because I told you to save it, so this is the color, you saved it. Now you could see that it is not showing. Now I'll show you why it is not showing. This is because, let's cancel this and then go and select your shape tool. This is because you could see that my stroke is still on, so turn it off and then turn the fill color on, or you can pick this color. And then now you can go ahead and activate your FX. So let me select the rectangle 3, go to FX, go and select my gradient overlay, and then now I can change it to the background color. Let me position it here. Okay, so the background color, I told you to save it so that when you want to use it again, you will not find yourself wanting. So okay to accept. So now here we go. Now on this is going to be for more enquiries or for enquiries. I want to select your text tool. We are using the same as that, and then change the color to white. You don't come and type on it directly, so type somewhere here, and then we are going to be for enquiries. So for enquiries 0545201614, I'm using my number. You can use your number as well. So select your move tool, and then now you can move it on top of this. Okay, so let's check the character and see the kind of size that we are using. So I think 9 is okay, and then let me reduce this. I think this is okay. So now let's align everything. So select the for more enquiries. Let's select everything including the 2 groups, and then align them at the center. Okay, so Control O. So this is what we have. I think this looks beautiful. Okay, so alignment is very important in Photoshop. So this is what you have for the text. In the next section is going to be your images and then the names, and then we are good to go. Okay guys, so let's bring in the images and then their names. So the first image that we are bringing in is the host, okay, which is Prophet Justin Afo. So let's bring in the host image. That is it. Let's allow Photoshop to load. We are going to end very soon. I mean, I've taken my time to explain a lot of things in this particular video, so please don't skip. Take your time and watch the video to the end. Then let's bring in this Prophet Brian Martin. Let's bring this one to also here. This is beautiful. Okay, and then let me increase this one as well. Then let me bring this one down, which is absolutely beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is over here we are going to bring in this particular ellipse. Okay, the shape is very simple. So select the Prophet Martin, then go to your shape tool. Okay, then we're going to select the ellipse. Then make sure that before you draw the ellipse, make sure you don't need the stroke. Okay, so cancel the stroke, and then activate the character to be white, and then press on shift and then draw. Now once you press on shift and draw, you are going to get a straight ellipse. Okay, good. So something like this. Make sure that you press on shift before you draw. All right, then let's position them somewhere here. Let me reduce it, and then I'm going to copy this, Ctrl J, and then bring it the same here. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to copy this again, Ctrl J, and then go down. I mean the down one. What I'm going to do is to go to my shape tool here, and then turn the ellipse, the fill color off, and then activate the stroke, and then reduce the size of the stroke to somehow 3. Okay, which is not bad. 3, good. And then increase it a little bit so that it will show. So let me increase it something like this. Absolutely beautiful. I think this is okay. Okay, so let me increase it. Here we go. Let me delete this. All right, so that I'll have something like this. Then select the top one. Okay, and then we are going to apply the gradient color that we use for enquiries. Okay, so we're going to apply the same gradient color. Okay, so just click on FX and then click on that of the gradient, and then you are going to go. Good. So what I'm going to do next is to select the 2 and then reduce it. It looks too big. Let me reduce it, and then what I'm going to do is select the down ellipse, right click it, rasterize it, go and select your rectangular Mogi tool, and then zoom in, Control plus. Let's zoom in again, and then select this part, delete it, select this part, delete it, and then come and select this part and then delete it. So we are going to have something like this. You can even go ahead and still increase it if you want, if that is what you want. Okay, so if you want to make sure that you have aligned it, just select the two, align this, and then come and align this as well. Okay, control minus to zoom in, to zoom out, control J to copy, bring it here, and here you go. Absolutely beautiful. So once you select this, go and select your text tool, and now we are going to write their names: Prophet Justin Aban Afo. So I will not write it on it direct, so let me write it here. Prophet, all in caps, Prophet Justin Aban Afo. Okay, so let me align it at the center, which is not bad. Okay, and then go and select my move tool. Once you are done with your move tool, you can move the text from this side. So let me select the move tool, move it onto this. Okay, so you can check it over here that it is aligned at the left. So let me double click and then come down, and this is going to be my afro. Align everything, control A, and then align it at the left. Then we are not going to use the bold, we are going to use the regular. Okay, all right, then I'm going to pick the font 10. Absolutely beautiful. Then let me position it here, control J again, bring it here, and this is going to be the Prophet Brian Amwatin. Okay, so let's check it, the name very well. Okay, so let me check the spelling of the Brian very well. Okay, Amwatin, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Let's position it here. Let's control J, and then this is going to be your guest speaker. So let's select and then change it to bold, and then let's pick 8, or let me pick 6 rather, and then position it here. Okay, then copy this, control J again, and this is going to be your host. Very good. Then let me position it here. So I'm going to change the color of the host and then the guest speaker. Okay, so select the guest speaker, activate your character, and then we are going to pick the color from here, from this golden text. Okay, so let me position it there, and then let's pick any color at all. Okay, and then go to the right corner, click it, select this, the host as well, and then come and pick. So let's select the host, make sure that you've selected the host. Okay, select it again, select this, come and click here, and then drag it to the corner, and here we go. Let me bring this down. Yes, so this is the end of the video. Absolutely beautiful. So let's check the original work, and then let's check this. This looks absolutely beautiful. So one more thing, then we are done, is click on this November prophetic all night, click on that, and then go to your resources. We are going to add this lens flare to it just to brighten your work. Okay, so bring in this lens flare, drag it onto Photoshop, and then what we are going to do next is, so let's allow it to load, and then I'm going to show you how you can take off the darkness. Okay, so as it finishes loading, drag it here, let's bring it to this side, and then we are going to flip it to the left, right click it, and then flip horizontal, so that you face the left side. Double click to accept, and then come to your blending mode over here, which is where you see the normal. We are going to change the normal to screen, so let's wait for it to finish loading. So let's change from this side to screen. Screen simply means that you have taken all the dark away. So let's position it somewhere here. Okay, yes, very close. Then let's reduce the opacity small so that we have a look at our work. Very neat. Okay, so I think, yeah, which I think is okay. So let me increase it to 90, which I think is beautiful. So you see, this is the end of our design. Please, if you are somebody that will rush, you will not understand anything. So please take your time and then follow every instruction in this video. So when you are done, how do you save your work? I've taught you how to save your work. So go to file, you can come to save a copy, click on save a copy. Okay, and then come to the type here where you see the PSD, change it to JPEG, this one. Okay, and then go ahead and make sure you save it onto desktop. Okay, then go ahead and click on save. Now whilst you are saving, you are going to get this particular pop-up. So they are merging all the layers. You can see the layers are a lot because a lot of things has gone through, and then make sure that you change it to baseline standard. Make sure your quality is 12. It is not on 12. Make sure that you've written 12 there to the maximum. Go ahead and click OK. You have saved it. So let's go to desktop and have a look at our work. So this is it. Where is it? We saved the work all night, so I think it is not in. So let's wait for it to save. So you can close this. Okay, good. So this is the work. So let's double click it to have a look at it. Very beautiful. So this is our design. So please make sure that you watch the video to the end. If you like the video, please make sure you like it and drop a comment if you have any question in this particular video. Maybe I skip something that you want me to talk about. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for you to be notified anytime I drop a video like this. See you in the next video. Bye.